Oh my goodness. Hey guys, I am sitting here live. This is Dr. China Bethley, founder of Rich University, and we're having a very rich experience here in Dallas, Texas. Very, very rich experience, guys. Now, yes, so we are here in the Dallas mansion, and I just had to bring this to you guys. I couldn't go to bed. Let me clear my screen, guys. One second. I could not even, like, we have to make sure you hear this story. I'm sitting here with a woman whose name you guys probably have heard before if you've been connected to me for a little bit. This is Miss Kathy Kirkland. She's out of Killeen, Texas. She's a pastor. She has a lot going on in her life. She has a daycare, an academy. She also has an women event, wedding planning company, as well as legacy leaders. So someone that could have obviously said, I don't have time for nothing else on my plate. I'm at my capacity. No. But she understands that if I'm praying for increase in my life, when it shows up, even if I don't recognize it immediately, I don't want to say no to it. And I just want to interview her. You're not going to see me for a moment. I'm going to ask her some questions from behind the camera, and she's going to talk to you guys and tell you guys how she was able to grow her Forex, better yet, let me just say it like this, how she was able to take $40 to grow her portfolio to $1.13 million in 8 months. Now, for some of you guys, those numbers may be too big, but if I were you in 2017 with this extremely controversial political year, I would make sure that I have ears to hear and eyes to see. And not only would I make sure that I do that, I would make sure that I am ready to make a move. Not that's interesting, not that sounds good, not that, oh, wow, but ready to make a move. Remember, Rich University is about relationships, results, and residual. You can't get no results if you don't connect with these relationships. So what I want to do is introduce some of you to one of my the beautiful Miss Kathy Kirkland. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Facebook land.
I'm so excited. I know it's late. I know we have a big event tomorrow here in Dallas, Texas. I really appreciate your time, and we won't be long, but I believe that your story is so powerful. You have done something that is really unbelievable. You took a $40 Forex account, no experience trading, grew that money, and it allowed your portfolio to grow to 1.13 million. Kathy, tell us a little bit about who you are and just walk us through that journey.
Well, of course, you know my name is Kathy Kirkland. I reside in Killeen, Texas. I am the co-pastor of Temple of Faith Apostolic Ministries. I am the owner and the director of Faith Christian Academy. I am the owner of Legacy Leaders. I'm the owner of I Build Legacies. I'm the owner of, and as you can see, I got a lot of stuff of Events by Kathy. And I do a lot of things on the side to generate multiple streams of income. I was introduced to Forex this time last year around about April. And then I signed up in May. I start trading live in May. And before I started trading, I wasted a lot of time talking about what I can't do. It was too much. I can't. I'm too busy. I don't understand it. It was Greek, Hebrew, all of the above. I couldn't read it. And I kept saying what I couldn't do. But Dr. Joy Tinker is the one that brought me in, and she was like, no, we're not going to quit. We're going to commit, and we're going to learn this. We can get this. This is a skill set for a lifetime. So I committed, and pretty much God was like, can you follow instructions? And I was like, yeah, I'm not stupid. I can follow instructions. So he said, just copy and paste like they said. Quit trying to make it out to be more than what it is. If they're giving you the signals, put the signals in and let it ride. So I did. I put $40 in their account. In about 30 minutes to an hour, that $40 turned into $500. So I got hyped. I was like, oh, I'm making some money. Yes. And so I stayed up a little later to get on the next call, next training with the owner, Christopher Terry. And I love his motto. His motto is everybody eats. Yes. And he made sure that, because he said once he made it big, he would make this affordable for the average man. And I like that because now it's affordable for me. And where I didn't have to pay $10,000 for a 2-day seminar, and I knew I wasn't going to get it in that amount of time. So I paid $195, got into it. Long story short, the next day, my $40 turned into $1,000. So I got some serious revelation. I was like, I can pay my bills off.
And how long did your $40 turn to 1,000?
24 hours.
Wow.
24 hours, my $40 turned to 1,000. And so what I did was, I took that money and I opened up 7 different accounts.
The
and-
1,000?
The $1,000.
Okay.
That I made off the 40. And I took it and put it in 7 different accounts. And I said, I designated one for each, thing that I needed paid off and one just to bill. And so, in a matter of 8 weeks, one account went to $12,000 and I paid my Mercedes off. And so when I got my bills paid off from the other accounts and everything, I just started building. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a millionaire. I kept saying that I'm going to be a millionaire. I know I'm destined for great. I want to help build the kingdom. And so in a matter of, by December, the end of the month, end of the year, by December 31st, I met my goal. I am now worth $1.13 million.
Wait a minute.
It sounds impossible, but it is.
So obviously you continue to trade
Yes.
multiple accounts. And is it really possible? I'm sure somebody is saying, you never had any experience trading Forex before. What's $40 grew to $1,000 in one day? Okay, that is tough to believe, but I can wrap my mind around it. But in 8 months, taking a $40 investment and now having a portfolio of 1.13 million. Wait a minute, what am I missing here? What else can you give them that, I mean, what kind of dedication and time? Are you trading on your phone 24/7? Like, is that really possible?
You can trade 24/7, but if you don't eat and you don't sleep, you're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna blow your account. All you have to do is IML sends you the signals. They doing the work for you, and they're teaching you all at the same time. So if they say buy the euro dollar against the United States dollar, then you put those numbers in and you buy. If you can copy and paste and hit buy and sell, that's all you got to do.
Wow.
Our problem is we overthink things and we think that it's not going to happen because we don't know anything about it. We never heard about it. And we don't think it's just that easy. And it is. If you got a company that's going to help you and teach you, and while you're learning, you earning money at the same time. And that's why I love iMarkets Live. My $195 investment in myself to learn a skill set for the rest of my life has turned me into a millionaire. And I like. And it's not so much as just it turned me into a millionaire. Now I'm able to help other people reach their goals at the same time.
That's so good. Wow, people are definitely on here and they're like, that's a blessing, amen, true testimony. That is just so awesome. Congratulations, Kathy. I think that them hearing even this, somebody will say, I could do it too. Because there's a few things. You got a lot on your plate. You could have easily said, I'm busy. You could have said, it's hard. I don't think I can do it. And, you could have, it's so many different scenarios that could have happened, but you set a goal.
Yes.
You had a vision. You were intentional. And once you got past yourself of saying what you can't do, can't do, you started saying what you could do.
What I could do.
Could do.
Exactly.
And now you're
if
doing
you don't
it.
write the vision and make it plain, a man without a plan, you plan to fail. So
Yeah.
it's good to write a vision and make it plain. If my 11-year-old Bethany Kirkland, my little queen bee, if she can trade, I give her account, and of course it's in my name because she's not old enough, and I let her trade, and she understands it, and I don't let her trade a lot at one time, but she gets it. So if my 11-year-old can do it, and I can do it, then you guys could do it too. And then one of the things I want to say, I usually do everything that I know that works, and if it's scriptural, it works. And I wanted to know if it was in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 11:1 in the Good News Translation says, it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. They've been doing this since the Bible, trading foreign currencies. During that time, they was trading silk and scarves and all that. Today is currency. So it's a good thing to get into it, and that way you'll always have multiple streams of income. You don't have to wait on an income tax check in order for you to have a little big savings in your pocket, and you don't have to wait to Christmas. You can have Christmas every day. So it's all up to you. iMarkets Live is making that possible. And if you're on here, I advise you to contact Dr. China, get in it, sign up, and stop waiting around to get your $1 million.
Wow.
It's there.
Kathy, wow. We're live. It is just a blessing. I thought, and it's late, and we just had a house full of people, and it was a very deep conversation. Would you agree? And I'm going to bring it to you guys. I'll let you see a little bit. We had a gentleman by the name of R.W. that was here. He is a Republican, and he is doing some incredible things, especially for the African-American community. And that's why it's so important not to have, emotional immaturity. Because at first, I believe when he said he was a Republican and he was up there with this Trump banner, hey, Jonah, people was like, this a joke, right? Like the whole house got lit. And when he started to speak, he did not sound like the average Republican. He was all about black economics and black empowerment and social economics. And it was a message that was so, we were like, he said something that was so strong. He said that there will be no greater time than now.
Yes, now.
Listen to what it was deep, y'all. And come to find out, this my homeboy. He's from my city. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. Look how God has connected some things. He said, we got to be wise. Don't be stupid and emotional. He said, there is no better time than now to experience freedom and financial independence. I promise you guys, if you don't hear nothing else, I'm going to say, hear me good. Even as God is blessing my voice, hear me good. People are responding so quickly to this foreign currency, foreign language, foreign understanding like never before. And I truly believe it's because they are concerned for their own well-being.
You have to know what season you're in. And when your season is coming by and it's your turn, because they've been talking for years about one world currency. Get yours now before the world goes to one currency. And there won't be no more switching out.
Jesus.
So know the season that you're in and grab hold of it.
Whoa, she took it. I don't know if you're ready for this, but we're going to call this the late night hour. All right, guys, I had a call come in, but she's talking about the New World Order. And once again, we get so emotional about things that you can't even think straight, and we're not going too deep tonight, but we have an opportunity, and it may be the last opportunity. Imagine that, but you got the opportunity. I'm not saying that you have to do what I'm doing. I'm not saying that you have to join this movement. What I am saying to you, though, if you don't have a plan in place to do something, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And if your plan is what you've done for the last 5 or 10 years, and it has not worked for you yet, and you're seeing a cycle in your life of basically just having food on the table and a roof over your head, surviving, you're going to be in trouble. That's why Rich University, when God gave me that name, for a moment I was like, I don't know about that rich stuff. You know how people feel about rich. It's kind of negative, right? You think rich, you think of people, he may be evil. You may think that they're arrogant, right? But what God was saying to me is, for number one, is an acronym, right? For me, it's about being royal. It's about being inspirational. It's about being courageous and humble. I want you to know who you are in the kingdom. I want you to know who you are in the kingdom. I want you to walk in your royalty. And so with that being said, I want you to be rich in every area of your life. So if you're going to be rich in every area of your life, there's no way that you can just be focused on surviving. If all you focus on is surviving, how can you complete your assignments? When your assignment calls for you to do more than what you're doing in your own home. When your assignment calls for you to do more than what you're doing in your family. When your assignment calls for you to do more in the community, in nations and generations. How can you do that when you can't pay your light bill? How can you do that when you've been working 20 years and you don't have $200 to partner with a relationship that can open up doors for you in your destiny? How can you do that when you don't see anything wrong with that? It is about being royal, inspirational, courageous, and humble. It's going to take courage. In order for you to grow to the next level as we just entered in 2017. Some people, let me tell you something, they've been living the same year over and over again. They've been living the same season over and over again in their life, over and over and over and over again, the same season. You know why? Because it's residual. It's residual. It keep happening for them. If you want to see change in your life, your relationships, who's speaking into your ears? What you listening to all the time? Is it helping to elevate you, or is it helping you to be dumb? Because the music nowadays, if you listen, I told my daughter, turn that stuff off. Ma, why you always say that kind of music make you stupid? Turn that off. You start thinking that stuff is okay. You can't keep hearing that kind of stuff going into your earwaves like that. They're not saying nothing. You start to think that's okay and normal. It will alter your mind. Same thing for people who listen to gossip, who listen to people being okay with being mediocre. You start to believe that. It's not all right. We got work to do. It's not about flashing. You know why we show the house? You know why we do stuff like this? Because culturally, honestly, this is what people buy into. The stuff. If I'm telling you about education, even though I'm showing you the result, until you see the cars and a flat, you know why? Because you've been programmed. I'm not talking at you guys. I'm talking about culturally. The society has been programmed from the television, the programming, the music, the programming, as to what's it like. So without the lifestyle, a lot of people wouldn't even look. But if I showed you this mansion and I got up here all fleeked up, you won't join. You don't even know what you're joining. But you want it. You like it. You like the way it make you feel. Right? We got a movement that's so powerful right now. It's so powerful. This woman grew her account. Her portfolio, this woman is worth $1.13 million. Buying real estate after real estate after real estate. I heard about that oil well situation got going on. Oil wells. Do you hear what I'm talking about? What are you in your friendship, relationships? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all doing? What's your plan for 2017? What are your financial goals for 2017? And what's the strategy that you have in place to walk it out? Who's coaching and mentoring you? You know, I got people that signed up with us just because they want free coaching and mentorship. They've paid tens of thousands for it. Yes. Do you understand me? It is, what time is it tonight?
It is 1:55 a.m.
It's 1:55 a.m. in Dallas. I live in Atlanta. In my mind, it's 2:55. I'm a keynote speaker tomorrow.
Yes.
I got to get up in front of thousands of people and speak. People who've come from all over the world that have said yes to Forex, that are trading with us, that are building with us, that are winning with us. But I'm here with you right now, speaking life into you tonight, and to those of you that are going to see it tomorrow, so that you can maybe have an aha moment, of a move that you maybe need to make. See, Dr. Jewel and I, we were talking. Dr. Jewel said, I've never been in a situation like this in my life. I said, girl, what you talking about? You got 2 planes paid for. What you talking about? She said, China, no. I'm serious. She said, no. I've never been in a situation like this in my life. I said, Jude, what you mean? And then another guy said, China, you're a chairman 10. You was just a platinum 2000 a month ago. I had to scratch my head. Was like, I had to look at the date. I said, I was. It's moving so fast. We really started building this thing in November, honestly. It's January. Come here, Daisy, beautiful. Come on, Daisy. Daisy, you look beautiful.
I know. I was trying to ask her hi.
The beautiful Daisy. She said, you gorgeous. I love it.
I was actually calling another call. Wanting to know if you had some makeup remover because
Janelle does, and she's in the room, the middle room. So if you go up, it's not the door that's to the left, but it's the first one.
upstairs.
Yeah.
I haven't been around.
You want me to take you around?
Huh?
I'll take you up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. I know it's late, and I know you need this. I'll get this to you now. No, I'm still on it. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. It's cut off, but by the time we get upstairs, we'll be good. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a Daisy on a tour. Take you on a tour. Let me show you what we're dealing with. Just some people are watching. Ashia, wind is on here. Ashia, this is the kitchen. I know you guys can't really see it. That's the front area. That's Miss Kathy Kirkland, who we just interviewed in the dining area. This is Mrs. Daisy. You guys saw the pool in the back earlier, I believe. This is a beautiful bathroom. It's so gorgeous. It's beautiful in here. See, this is the rich experience, guys. Who's phone? Yours? Okay. Guys, we want you to experience a rich life, so we have these excursions that we take you on so that you can experience living this rich life. I know it's dark. I don't want to turn lights. People are sleeping. We have the downstairs level, but we're going to go up. Okay? Let's go up. And like, I can't see that China. Yeah, you go over there. That'd be good. And let me see. There's a theater up here, media room up here. There's a pool in the back, jacuzzi. Beautiful chandeliers, TVs everywhere. Really warm and cozy. This is, oh, y'all can't even see that. They can't see. It's right here. Let's see. Oh, it's Serene. Hey, Serene. Serene said, get out of my theater room. Serene is watching the big screen TV in here. Rich experience, baby. Beautiful. Make sure y'all hit me up and inbox me. I'm looking to work with people who are ready, who understand the responsibility that they have, making moves. All right. Those are rooms. This bathroom right here is cool. Y'all was supposed to be in there, I thought.
In here?
In this one. But I don't know what they was playing. I had no idea. I think it was serious something about thing down there. The extra bed. So I don't want to go no her and she's inappropriate. Oh, she's sleeping. Janelle. Sorry, she needed to use her makeup remover. Janelle, probably. Janelle,
Yeah, these are. Sorry. Thank you.
So guys, that's it. It's dark. I know you can't see. It's done. It's over. Thank you, lady. So you okay? Bye, guys. I'm gone. Okay, I'll talk to you later.